Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is the Jedi Knight Luke event. This is the Lowish Viable Teams edition of that video. This is Lowish Viable Teams by definition, not really in spirit, because we can't really do below the Relic 3 minimum requirement for this event. In a moment, we will be playing my footage from back in September during the second occurrence of the event when I unlocked Jedi Knight Luke. I previously put out some event videos, but they're pretty long and cumbersome, have a lot of extra information in there. What I really want to do with this video is just have a truncated version of that video that's much shorter and digestible to explain how to handle the event for anyone attempting it now. So before we show that footage, a quick rundown of the event and what to expect with each tier and what you're looking for with the mods. Tier 1, Wampa versus CLS. My Wampa was modded completely with tenacity, with protection primaries, and as much offense and potency secondaries. The potency is important because Wampa is going to be trying to land debuffs regardless, and CLS is going to be recovering protection from those debuffs, so the potency is to help make sure those debuffs land and prevent CLS from recovering that protection. It gets a little annoying to get past their protection. Tier 2, crit chance and crit damage on Wampa. These first two tiers didn't take that many attempts. I had protection primaries and speed and potency secondaries. Potency is really important for that turn meter removal on the basic and on the first special, and with that first special, that turn meter removal, you really want to time its use. Don't use it right away like sometimes you would do in your normal playthrough. Just look for those moments where Wampa has a lot of turn meter. Tier 3, the key here is really putting guard on Captain Han. So even if that means you're losing speed on some characters, get guard on Captain Han, put protection and health on everybody else to really get that up. Tiers 4 and 5 are fairly easy. 5 you should just blow through on your first try. Tier 4 with ships is just RNG dependent. It's not really that difficult. I'm not going to show footage of it here. Really, it just comes down to the RNG of whether or not the Falcon is assisting. It's not always assisting. You need shield disruption to land on the Sith Bomber. If it doesn't land, you're probably going to need a restart. And primarily use the basics. If you use outmaneuver on the Falcon, all that's going to happen is the enemy ships are going to target the X-Wing or the Bomber, and you're probably going to lose one of those ships. Because you have the relics on the Falcon, it's going to be fairly tanky and be able to absorb those hits, so you don't need to worry about using outmaneuver like you normally would. Tier 6, most people have the most trouble with. I actually had the most trouble with Tier 7. But with Tier 6, I go through the mods, but the key here is C-3PO's mods don't matter. You don't even need to put them on there. All of 3Baka's stats are coming from Chewie's mods, so really be careful with what mods you put on Chewie. You're going to want to put some potency there, put some protection, put a good amount of speed. Tier 7 is where I had trouble, and I tried a bunch of different things. I tried crit chance, I tried crit damage, I tried offense. What I ultimately got through it with, and I go through this, is a crit damage triangle. But it took a lot of RNG, and I had a lot more trouble than the videos I did find of other people who beat it with Relic 3. Just for whatever reason, I didn't get the RNG, so that one you may have some trouble with, and the final tier is no big deal. So now we will move on to the footage. We're going to try this again with the tenacity mods. I went full tenacity, got rid of any of the defense. They aren't 6-dot mods though, and I really want to avoid modding or upgrading bad mods to 6-dot mod. I only have one of the Zetas. There does seem to be good use for that healing immunity Zeta. Potentially, but he can cleanse. We are doing a little better. Did nothing. These hits are doing nothing. Look at that. Come on. Yeah, we'll do it. I'm just wondering about the timing of it. Just take that protection away. Come on. Does... Oh, is because he's resisting. It's because he's resisting a debuff, so he's getting protection back. Is that what's going on? Come on. Yes. Okay, so all tenacity mods, Relic 3 Wampa can do it. That took about 4 tries with different mod sets. That was try number 4, I think. We're gonna go with potency. There's a good amount of tenacity and extra potency on this Dengar one. We'll try that. This one's probably good. So we'll use the Cara Dune so that we can maintain the right set. So that gets us... We're improved in protection. Really don't want to slice these mods up. Let's see if speed hits here. Maybe there's like... Alright, we're gonna try it as is. Okay, this is already better. I'm gonna leave it off. We'll leave it off again. Now, come on, land it. Yes. Come on. This is perfect. Yes! Okay. I tweaked Rolo's modding a little bit, brought her speed down from 280 to 272 by switching primaries to... The triangle went to a protection primary instead of a offense or damage primary. So I think that should be enough for guard to now be on Captain Han. Perfect. see if we get as lucky as last time. Yeah, not as lucky as last time. Now let's remember to spread the confusion. Perfect. Let's put confusion over here. Perfect timing. Oh no. Let's heal up Chewy. Ugh. Give me better RNG. No. Should have used the special. Come on. That's a little better. Okay. Now let's take down the ops. He's got buff immunity. Let's throw that on Trooper. Perfect. All right. This is getting close. Yes. Which one? This is turn meter, right? But she's not at full health. But she gets some. Okay, whatever. Nice. Okay, so that was, what, 3 attempts? Playing around with the turn meter, I think 4 attempts actually. Really, it just seems get guard onto Han, get the speed where it needs to be. Before we move on to that next one, let me show where the mods, what the successful mods look like. Let's do it this way. So the successful mod sets were these. I'll jump in here. I think this is a little bit more informative. So health, protection, speed. Here's what we had on each one. Only 3 6-dot mods, and even like this one, The primary I found to be more important than the speed. That was the mod I switched out and got slower. And actually, let's do these stats so you can see what the bonuses were from the mods. Captain Han, his mod set and bonuses. And here's what each one looks like individually. Again, only 3 6-dot mods. And then over here with Han and Chewie. Only 1 6-dot mod here. More protection would have been nice there, but I got away with it. And C-3PO set. Only 2 6-dot mods.
Your skills are... We're certainly lucky that you're on.
Okay, I just wrapped up tier 6 of the event. What it really came down to was mods. I just changed up my mods and then repeated it 3 or 4 times after wasting an hour with a different mod set. So Rolo's I haven't really messed with all that much, although I gave her a little bit more potency with this mod. But otherwise, gave her protection, speed. Just tried to make her fast, give her protection where I could, and looked for potency secondaries where I could to just boost up that potency as much as possible. Yeah, let's go to this other view here. And then with those stats, getting 32% extra potency up to 79. Got the speed up as much as I could, and then the protection and health here. And that's the damage and crit chance and other stats. Now, one of the things I realized a little earlier on that didn't get recorded was C-3PO's mods are irrelevant. You don't even need to put mods on him. Here we go. So C-3PO during the event had mods left off. All of Chewbacca's stats are from Chewbacca. So Chewbacca is the only one that matters. So what I did here was I gave him a bunch of speed and really just prioritized that and gave him as much potency I could without giving him all potency sets. So got that up to 76%. And there's those stats. So we're looking at offense mod, or plus 20 on there, plus 20 here. Protection, potency, protection. And then here was another speed set. Now on Lando, where are you at? Lando, I was trying to do this without crit chance. I changed it to crit damage with crit chance, put offense on the triangle, maintained crit chance on the
Everything you said, they already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you need to know. Turn your professional subject off.
That was an absolute nightmare. Most people do not have problems with this event. I had problems with this event. This tier, rather. I'm going to bring up quickly my mods for that tier. So here are my CLS mods that I used for tier 7. I put as much speed as I could on and tried to make sure I could do as much offensive damage as I could. Crit damage was pretty critical. I tried doing it with crit chance, with offense, but none of those things worked out for me. Here are the stats that I finished with. I had to restart this over and over again. I just could not get the RNG that I saw other people did. I went through YouTube, I saw people with the same Relic 3, worse mods, not having the trouble I did with that tier. I spent way more time on tier 7 than I did on tier 6. Okay. So I do have all the Zetas with Vader. I may need to put more potency on him though. Finally, that took me hours. Relic 3 is so Chewie, CLS, Vader, they are worthy of having higher relics on. It would certainly make things easier on tier 6 and tier 7, but it's certainly possible to beat the entire event with just the minimal investment. And now I'm completely out of gear after having spent 12,000, more than that. No, I spent way more than that. I spent 16,000 crystals getting Jedi Knight Luke. I had 24,000 before I started. I'm around 8,000 now. And now I'm going to spend the next several weeks just trying to replenish my resource hoard. Oh, and my mods are devastated. I'm going to have to spend a long time fixing my mods. I can't even do light side geos right now. Thank you for watching. I hope that helped you beat the event with fewer attempts and less time than it took me. This has been Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. Please like and subscribe. The channel is growing quickly. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other.